to be? What's a cup of tea? What's mushy pea? What's the biggie thing? What's all this then?
Well, hello everybody and welcome to another episode of What's All This Then? It's a podcast about the UK with new episodes every Monday and bonus episodes every Thursday. And today on the show... What's all this then? Talking Big Ben. It's a big clock. What goes tick-tock? This is What's All This Then? I'm Charlotte McDonald.
Yes! We can see
today,
that there's more time on the clip.
Yeah, we can see it.
In the news today, Livy Watson has changed her stance on sending people photos of her poo following taking Metamucil for the first time.
Hey!
Quote, "It just came out so clean and barely touched the sides. How can I not share that with the world? Also, the Queen has died again." I'm Charlotte McDonald, and I'm joined as always by my wonderful co-host Livy Watson, who I did say, Livy, you've got to introduce yourself in the intro, and then you forgot. You forgot to do that.
What?
That's fine.
Oh well, you should know. You had to wave your hand or something. You had to flag it for me. Cause...
I looked expectantly, but I understand now that that's not enough. I should have gone, Libby, go, Libby, it's your turn.
Yeah, I didn't want to step on any of your stuff. Well, for example, I didn't want to get in the way while you were accusing me of sending photos of my poop to people. So.
Which I mean, you're still anti share the poop photos, right?
I'm anti-look and I'm anti-share.
Because I did see when you were in Vancouver recently, I did see some of our pro sharing photos of poop friends just sort of put the phone in your face while you were on a live stream. How do you feel about that? We can go into this now.
Yeah, I was non-consensually shown a photo of Demi's. Well,
oh, sure. I was wondering who it was, and it all makes sense now.
It's Demi. Yeah.
It's Demi Lardner.
It's
okay.
Demi Lardner. Yeah. She tricked me. I don't even want to say. I don't even like saying the word, but the contents of Stefan's toilet after she had used it. Let's say. And it was quite full. And it's quite a good. I think I made quite a good sound. It was sort of like this. Ah!
That is a good sound. Also, apologies to anyone who was like, I'm going to put on the podcast while I eat my lunch today.
You should have learned by now not to do that.
Yes, I guess so. Jeremy, where are you at on the taking photos of poo, sharing them with your friends?
I feel bad. I'm not into any of it. I'm not as nasty as I'd like to be.
Sure. Yeah. It seems like it would be better to be nasty enough to not get grossed out by stuff, because then you wouldn't be grossed out. But I can't get there. And I have to say, it's really so much worse for me when Charlotte calls it poo rather than poop.
I do that deliberately now. I mean, what do you want me to call it? Poop?
Poop is better. Yeah.
But poo is the British way of saying it, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
I did a poo in the loo.
Stop! I think that's why I find it worse, is because it's buried deeper within me.
On my podcast, my co-host Claire is really bad at timing her poos and often has to go in the middle of our podcast. And we realized recently that, like, she doesn't close her door to the bathroom, I guess. And in the, like, reflection of the After Hours poster on her wall, you can, like, kind of see her just sitting on the toilet during the podcast. So I don't think it's in any episodes, but if any eagle-eyed fans want to go back and scrub through.
Yeah, and they will. And they will.
Yes, they probably will.
Now that they know, at least someone.
I mean, that is like the podcast fan's dream, I think, is to find something like that. You know, that's like finding the treasure under the White House or whatever.
I was just thinking it would be fun to time one poop like perfectly on the hour, like Big Ben.
Yeah.
Like Big
the
Ben.
Big Bong. Yeah.
And it comes out with the gaps. Bong. Bong. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. What if they replaced the big bell with a big speaker that played poop noises?
Oh, wouldn't that be such a classic April
crazy.
Fools from the Houses of Parliament? Yeah. That would be good.
They're always doing stuff like that.
To go, just because I guess I have one more opinion on the poo thing.
Oh, for
real
God's
quick.
sake. Yep.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's all
I was
right.
just thinking because I don't want to look at it either, personally, and I don't want to send the pictures either. But I was thinking today, as I was cleaning my toilet, I was like, I think I would probably clean my toilet more regularly if I was sending people pictures of my shit.
Oh, okay.
Because I would like not want the shame of the dirty toilet. I just want the focus to be on the poop itself and sort of,
Sure.
you know, the
Sending
type
someone
of poop.
a huge shit photo, and they're like, it's kind of dirty in there.
Okay, I do understand where you're coming from, and I am a little bit I don't know what the word is, like, I guess fastidious about this thing, where especially if I'm sharing a bathroom with someone, and especially if, you know, let's say it's like I'm using someone else's bathroom at their house, or we're sharing an Airbnb, I'm cleaning that toilet a lot. That toilet is remaining sparkling every time that I visit it.
You're cleaning
Yes.
an Airbnb toilet?
Yes.
I've never even considered. It's never even crossed my mind.
Well, only if, you know, I've used the toilet and there remains some matter that needs to be disposed of, then I will clean that, because I don't want, let's say, for example, Luke Taylor then entering the bathroom and opening the toilet and going, well, that wasn't me.
See, I don't think if it was just me alone in the Airbnb, I would be fine not
yeah,
cleaning
me
it.
alone,
It's just
yeah.
just
Well,
other people.
I just don't
No?
like to see it, Charlotte. I don't
No?
like to see it. It's so easy to just give it a squirt and a scrub, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, enough
right,
about poo-poo. Let's talk about you. And by that I mean our guest today. I'm pointing at Jeremy, comedian, writer, one of the hosts of the podcast, Quorators. That was the bit I was worried about pronouncing wrong. I said posts instead of hosts, which explores the fascinating world of the question and answer website Quora. Libby has been on an episode of that as well.
That's right.
I listened to that. Answered a lot of British questions, or talked about them at least.
We tried our best.
Welcome to the show, Jeremy Kaplowitz. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. It is St. Patrick's Day, which
It is.
Yes.
feels almost disrespectful to go on a British podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But I've prepared myself, and I'm ready to.
Okay.
I'm ready to do
Just
it.
seeing the title of the YouTube video of the flag waving thing being 10 hours of the Union Jack flag waving is very, very funny.
I have this app where I could make any YouTube video my background, and I
Yeah,
think it's
that's-
very silly to do.
Wow. And I have to
is
say
really
as
fun.
well, it's a 10-hour looping video.
Yeah, but it's about 3 seconds.
But but like the loop fucking sucks, and it's so short. It's like a really bad like crossfade. That just, like,
Yeah, it is. Actually, you're
Good
right. I can
Lord.
see it. I've perceived it now. Yeah, it does. It feels. Look, I'll tell you what. It feels disrespectful being British on St. Patrick's Day. I'm sitting my ass down and listening today. I can tell you that much. Except for, I guess, what I'm actually doing is recording my podcast. But at least it doesn't come out today. You know, we're not putting anything on the feed today. The feeds are
No.
remaining silent.
Yeah, the black Instagram square.
The
of
black
podcasting.
Maybe the green square.
Right.
I'm just happy that you're doing the Union Jack as opposed to the English flag, which you could have pulled that, and that would have felt really
Wouldn't have
really
crossed
bad.
my mind. Is this
No?
to me the same as cleaning a toilet in an Airbnb? Wouldn't have considered it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is interesting, and I don't remember last week when I was in Vancouver, I was having this discussion with someone. Charlotte, was it on the podcast or was this happening elsewhere? I think it must have just
Tell me what the discussion was, and then I'll remind you if you.
British versus English.
We did talk about that with Demi
Okay.
last week on a finest episode.
Okay,
Yes.
right. Well, in that case, you heard everything I have to say about it, and it doesn't matter that I don't remember what I said, because that's fine to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that is fine. And it's important on a podcast to forget things you've said and then just say them again.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the way to do it.
As little as 3 days later. Yeah, very important.
You just got back from a big trip.
My brain doesn't work anymore at all. It's completely fucked up from having so many people say things out loud to me for about 6 days, which
Not
is
fair.
not usual for me. Yeah, I'm quite stupid, but I do think it's important to say, when I say, I'm going to reiterate it for the main feed. When I say I'm British, as opposed to saying I'm English, that's not because I think I'm like stealing valor from Scotland and Wales.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to get any of their goodwill by saying I'm British. It's just that if you say I'm English, I immediately think, well, you're a fucking Nazi then, aren't you, basically?
Yeah. It's out of shame more than it is like trying to nick stuff from the good ones.
Is that
Yeah.
a controversial thing? Are Welsh people upset that non-Scottish and Welsh people call themselves British?
It seems to be a thing where if you are Scottish or Welsh, you would very rarely describe yourself as British as opposed to Scottish or Welsh.
I see.
Because Britain sucks and England specifically sucks. However, if I describe myself as English, I'm never saying I'm either British or English with any sense of pride, but I think even describing myself that way sort of makes it seem a little bit like I'm one of those blokes that flies an England flag in their garden and talks about beautiful England or whatever. And I can't have anyone thinking that.
The Welsh also as interested in separating from the UK as I know Scotland are.
I don't think so. Not as interested, but they are definitely interested in hating our English guts as they should.
Yeah, and
we're
that is
nasty
fair.
and horrible, and we've been awful to them.
We should talk more about Wales as well, because I know that Jeremy, when Libby showed you our list of things that we could talk about, you're like, I guess Big Ben. I don't really know any of this, but I do wonder what's going on in Wales.
I don't quite get what Wales is. Well, the list has a lot of stuff like the Beatles and like Spice Girls and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't want to be the guy to come on and be like, I couldn't name one Spice Girl. surely there's someone who'd be better for that. But I'd also
do you want to have a go quickly
at
at naming a Spice Girl?
I know Scary is one of them.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And that's all I know.
You don't even have Posh? You don't even have Posh in the bank?
Ginger?
I honestly don't. When you say them, it sounds like it could be. I don't know. I imagine it's similar to like people who don't know Pokemon, where they're like, I've got Pikachu, and that's it.
Oh, I should take a second to try and do a really quick real or fake Spice Girls with Jeremy here, because it's very rare to get that opportunity.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, now it's obvious that I'm thinking of a fake one, isn't it?
Hold on. Let me think of one for a second. Okay, I've got one. Posh.
I think Stupid Spice is real. That one's gotta be real.
Tesco Spice, yeah.
Tesco Spice. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're not very, very qualified to talk about what the deal with Wales is until we've done some research.
Okay.
We'll be researching Wales if we ever do any. Well, I think it feels disrespectful to just do Wales as an entire topic, but we should do some Welsh topics at some point. For example, Welsh rarebit.
And we'll talk about that. That will be one. We'll talk
it's
about
like a
that.
country. It's like its own country within the country. But
Yeah.
you guys call them countries?
Yes.
It is a country within a country.
Just call them states.
Nation. Yeah, I know. It is different than states for some reason. And they have their own laws. Like, not their own laws entirely, but they have, like, for example, Scotland and Wales get money from the British government that they then spend on doing stuff for their people that live there. Like in Scotland, you get better NHS, you get free university and stuff. And then people in England are too stupid and racist to provide that stuff for themselves, just in case someone else uses it. So that's one cool thing about there. We have lots of different terms. We've talked about it before. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland is like all of them.
Yeah.
Great Britain tends to just refer to England, Scotland, and Wales. Right? And
yes.
then
Not Northern Ireland on Great Britain?
not Northern Ireland.
No.
Okay.
And
that's right. You are correct, Libby.
now I'm afraid to say anything else.
I know it is scary, and England is
British
also a
Isles
country.
is both islands. British Isles.
Yes, and Irish people get mad at you if you say the British Isles, and that's completely fair.
Really?
Yes, because it's a colonialism thing.
And then I know Westeros is when you flip Ireland and then put England upside down or something.
Something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Hyrule is the whole place, but Kakariko is just one of the villages within Hyrule. And the Zoras is where the fish live.
That's right, Libby. Great job.
Much more confident in that one than British Isle versus Britain.
Yeah, for sure.
Libby, have you been to Wales much?
Yeah, my aunt lived in North Wales, so she lived in Bangor. So I went there a fair bit, and it's lovely. It's very nice. Snowdonia, very beautiful. They got a big mountain there. I mean, big by British standards, which frankly isn't very big at all. Just flexing.
Okay. We know about your big mountains in America. Okay, we get it.
Southern California actually has some really big mountains. So it's lovely. I went on a school trip also to North Wales as a kid. They bundled us all in a bus, and we spent a week in a place called Plasnantlin, and that was nice.
I feel like I did something basically exactly the same.
Yeah,
but I think this is the trip where I wet the bed when I was in a bed with like two boys. I think that was in Wales. I think that's what happened to me in Wales, unfortunately.
You guys can't do a podcast about that. That would be wrong.
Yeah, no, we shouldn't do it. We shouldn't do a podcast about wetting the bed in Wales. What if that was? What if that was our first Welsh topic? Wetting the bed.
One time Charlotte pissed herself.
Yeah.
And then poured a bottle of water over her crotch and went, "Oh no, I spilt the water loudly."
I mean, classic.
That's smart.
Really, really good move. Yeah. No, Wales is lovely. Jeremy, tell us about your relationship with the UK. Do you like it? Is it good?
I have no real. I went there once as a kid. I've been to London one time. I have no real memory of it. I took the Channel to Paris, and I remember that much more for whatever reason.
Yep.
I like that. I like that we have sort of like a rivalry, like an evil rivalry with the UK, where we're both just like the worst countries, and we all go like, "But your French fries are worse," and it's like, and everyone's like, "Stop killing us." Which is kind of fun.
It's Alien versus Predator. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. We're like the UK's evil son, I guess. But
okay.
We're the Stewie Griffin to the UK's Peter Griffin.
Okay.
Although I guess they should really be switched.
So I'm trying to decide of the UK and the US which one is Alien and which one is Predator.
Ooh.
I do think the US is Predator.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
Because of all like the guns and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and we're all fucked up looking.
We're all crazy looking, and we just want to infect the world with our eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is no. I think that's absolutely right. And Predator to me is defined by like violence. You know, I mean,
sure.
obviously the xenomorph is violent too, but in a sort of more unsettling and targeted way. Whereas the Predator is just like blah 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 blah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Alien
I think so.
is in space, and space is sort of the new world, whereas Predator is in South America, which is where we're doing our shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think it's in South America. It's somewhere.
Alien to me feels like maybe the alien is older than the Predator.
Oh god, I don't know. And I don't. It's
He's
weird that this
older,
is the
the
kind of
alien
person. This is the kind of listener I don't want to piss off. Is like, who's older, Alien or Predator? I'm sorry, I can't talk about this anymore.
How old
I
is the
simply can't.
Predator?
Like, I mean, they're both aliens, right? So there's a bunch of them. The Predator himself is probably like 22.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right?
I don't think.
Whereas
he's
I think the xenomorph's got to be like as old as the world, you know?
Well, no, because you see the xenomorph being born in the movie. If we're talking about the
there's a bunch of
specific
each
one.
of them. They're not all. Yeah, there's a handful.
That's true.
They're both just a guy.
Yeah, we'll just have to we'll have to have our most annoying listener write in and tell us what the answer to my question
I think
is.
like the most common fan theory about Predator is that he's like the Don Jr. of his planet, and he has to like go to like human world to hunt people, and he like still loses.
He sucks, right?
He's
I
like
think
really
that's-
bad at it.
I think that's really nice. I like that a lot. Yeah.
Do you remember anything about your trip to the UK?
I really don't. I remember so my dad's friend got like a job in the UK, and we visited him in London, and all I really remember is like their extremely lame photo of them crossing the Abbey Road Beatles cover or whatever, doing and they all just look so dumb in it, and it's really funny to me. That's really it. Just a nice family recreating a famous photo.
Yeah. Sounds lame as hell.
I know, but it makes me laugh really hard. Just all of them kind of like.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
they're
you
in the
gotta-
stance. Yeah.
You got to do it, haven't you? You got to do it. That's
I think
nice.
it is worse because I lived there, and then one day was like, it's time to go to Abbey Road and take the picture with my friends. Like that's
Oh,
not
wow, yeah.
to take the tube there from your apartment to go and take the pic. Did not feel as cool.
Do people like hate that people take photos there? Is that a thing that it's like stop taking photos at this fucking crosswalk?
Yeah, I suppose if you live at like 16 Abbey Road or whatever, you're like, fucking hell, another group of American tourists is here.
It's probably one of the more annoying ones because you do just like have to stand in the road and like maybe hold up traffic.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like when people stand in the middle of the road here to take photos of palm trees and stuff.
Yeah. I see so many like German and Swedish tour groups by my apartment, and I have no idea why. Like, I wish I spoke German to know like what historical thing is happening in my neighborhood, because I literally don't know what it is.
Yeah, you got to go out there with a translate app. You just got to learn the phrase. Why are you all here, you Germans? And then just record whatever it is they say, and then scuttle back up to your apartment, and then you can figure it out
AI
later.
voice say it in German.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
me.
Yeah. That sounds good. Maybe let's think. What could it be? German and Swedish. Is it maybe David Hasselhoff? David Hasselhoff was big in Germany.
Oh, you think it has to specifically do with the fact that it's those people? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, because look, if you're not seeing French or Spanish tour groups, then
I'm not.
it must be some Northern European site of interest there. Maybe there's really good bread there or something.
Yeah, that might be it.
The only thing just going back to Wales for a second.
Oh,
My main memory of Wales is weirdly getting Welsh radio in the car in Bath, because Bath was like close enough to Wales, I guess, that we could get it. I would just sit and listen to that in the car while I was
Welsh language?
The Welsh language radio, yeah. Because
That's
it was
so
nice.
cool.
The Welsh language is it sounds lovely.
I didn't even know they had their own language over there.
I was just about to ask you, Jeremy, as our just American guinea pig here,
I'm happy to be it.
to just ask you what you know, because I've definitely had people ask me questions like, which one is Wales? I thought Wales was the one on top, stuff like that.
Ooh. I know it's west.
Yes, yes, Wales
It's
is
like
west.
England's backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it's pregnant tummy.
I didn't know they had their own language. So genuinely, that's interesting.
It's a cool language. Yeah.
Can you does it sound kind of Englishy, or is it?
No.
Oh no! No, I like the temptation to just sort of do fake Welsh right now is so strong, but I really shouldn't do that. But it's very
Pat is gonna fucking throw his headphones through the window editing this episode. Poor
it's
Pat.
so sing-songy,
Yeah.
It is lovely, and it's a lot of Y's and L's. I want to say like long words too.
It's a Celtic language. It's a Brythonic branch Celtic language. So it is more closely related to Breton and Cornish rather than the Scottish and Irish Celtic languages that are Gaelic. I remember watching a video about this, which is why I Googled it just now. It's fascinating, but there aren't none of those other languages, none of the Celtic or Breton or anything like that sounds really anything like English. English is some crazy fucked up shit. Because it's all German and stuff as well,
That's the reason I took German in school.
Yeah.
Is because I heard it was the most like English, and so I thought it would be the easiest one to do.
Yeah, I did German and French. I don't remember which. I mean, German was a little easier, I think. But French is sexier, so
It is that.
I took Mandarin in college for one semester, and when I got there, I found out I was the only person in the whole class who didn't already speak Cantonese. So the whole class, they'd be like, "This is a really easy unit. It's the same as Cantonese," and I'd be like, "I'm fucked."
That is so
really hard.
funny. Yeah, that sounds. I mean, I'm good for you for sticking with it.
I mean, I got a C, and it felt like
That's
a
a pass.
very we'll just give you a C, but don't come back kind of thing.
Yeah.
I remember nothing. I remember that my fake Chinese name that they gave me was Kuzia, because it was JK. It was my initials, and they just like Kuzia.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that a lot. I would love to be smart enough to learn another language again, but unfortunately, I am too busy playing Donkey Kong Country. And I am still doing that, Charlotte, in case you're curious.
I believe I said that I would do a stream where I would play it, and I'm just going to go ahead and say, even though this episode will come out in 2 weeks, I probably still haven't done that yet.
I would be filled with admiration because I thought about it. I was like, oh, I wonder if I should stream. And then after playing it for like 10 more minutes, I was like, I would end my stream permanently if anyone saw me doing this. It's so fucking difficult, and I die in such stupid ways over and over again. I couldn't do it because they'd be too mad at me. They'd be like, how are you failing this jump? You've done this jump 100 times. Why is this the one that you're failing on right now?
I mean, like you said on that episode, Lippy, it sounds pretty Dark Soulsian, does it not?
Donkey Kong Country is
stupid thing to say.
I would be very scared to end up in one of those like journalist fail videos, like the guy who can't do the like Cuphead tutorial or whatever.
Couldn't complete the Donkey Kong tutorial.
Yeah, it is embarrassing when a journalist fails at a video game because they really should be able to do everything.
They should.
Yeah,
that's
just
right.
talk to the right people. Yeah. Well, Charlotte, do you want to do British Thought of the Week?
Let's do British Thought of the Week.
Tea's quite nice. What happened to Noel Edmonds? EastEnders. Bloody raining again. How do they make Scotch eggs? Did they finish Brexit or what?
British Thought of the Week.
That's right, Charlotte. It's British Thought of the Week. And this one comes to us from a listener, which is so nice when listeners send us their British Thoughts of the Week, which they
Thank
can
you,
do by...
listeners.
Podcasting is too hard already. You have to come up with a thought every week.
Bro, coming up with 2 ideas a week? Are you serious?
Ugh.
Two
And one
of
of those
them?
ideas is just the big clock.
Well, then actually, it's more than 2 ideas because it's British Thought of the Week, it's topic, the big clock, it's game about the big clock, and then, Charlotte, what the fuck are we going to do for Finest?
Oh, God. We still don't know what we're going to do for the finest yet.
I think we can do a mailbag, can't we? Are we ready for a mailbag?
We might be ready for a mailbag. Yeah, we can
God.
phone it in and just do a mailbag this week. I think that's fine.
And people can write their mailbag questions into the same email address where they send British Thoughts of the Week, which is what's all this post at gmail.com. And we got a email from Nick Coots. I wonder if Nick Coots is related to Sophia Money Coots, who we talked about on Finest.
That's a real name of a British person.
Yeah,
Jeremy.
Sophia Money Coots.
Okay, that's
And
crazy.
yes, she has lots of money.
Yes, she's so rich and very stupid. And the British Thought of the Week is, most people think of the British as a buttoned-up kind of people, but Britain has a surprisingly long history of uncensored nudity on TV. Notable mentions go to Gok Wan's mid-2000s How to Look Good Naked, the relatively new Naked Attraction, and that thing with Keith Chegwin from the year 2000. I need to look that up. I forgot to look up that part of it. I really need to know naked Keith Chegwin. Need to understand that. How does this sit alongside the perceived reservedness of the British? And is it possible to say whether this is a net good or net bad for Britain? The fact that we like to get our willies and bums out on television. Charlotte, before we go into it at all, what are your first impressions?
Well, I mean, I feel like I do sometimes feel like this is blown out of proportion a little bit, like how much. Like, I do still remember well, not as a super young kid, I suppose, because I do remember being told I wasn't allowed to watch South Park. So my parents were sort of like, keeping tabs on watching stuff after the watershed for me. But like, I do remember still being surprised seeing some of it and being like, why am I watching a TV show about guys? The main one I remember, it was not sexual at all. It was who can piss the longest. And it was a big thing about guys pissing. And seeing their willies and thinking, oh, you can just have their willies on the TV? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if it's for competition, if it's for sports.
Yeah. I was watching the
Ancient
Olympics.
Greeks.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, no, they were all about it. Jeremy, as a non-Brit, do you have any impressions about what kind of nudity we're showing on telly?
No, I don't think I knew that this was a stereotype at all. I feel like the British TV I've seen was clothed. I haven't seen too much British TV. I watched all of Sherlock and hated it. I watched the first season of Broadchurch. No one was no penises in that, as far as I remember. No one was trying to figure out how long they could piss in Broadchurch.
Yeah, I feel like there are dicks in Game of Thrones, right? But that's
But Game of Thrones is American. I feel like.
Oh, I'm the pissing murderer.
Mm-hmm.
George
It's
R.
just-
Martin
yeah.
is so American.
I'm pissing all the time, and then I do murdering. Just an idea. It's just an idea.
I do like that, Lippy.
I mean, I know
It's
he's
good.
just doing like the War of the Roses or whatever, but it just feels so American to me.
Yeah, it is. It's American, and it's Elden Ring as well. Because
Yes,
George
that's
R. R.
right.
Martin wrote the lore for Elden Ring and called all the bosses things with G's, R's, or M's at the beginnings of their names, which is
That's right.
an unbelievably stupid fact. Charlotte, I have just shared a photo here of hopefully
Yeah.
this is
Well, I
censored
saw the
enough.
preview image, and I just wanted to be like certain that this is something you wanted to share before I like
This
showed
is
it to our guest.
absolutely going to be a picture of Libby's shit, right? Am I?
No,
this
this
a
is
huge poop.
this is
The
a
toilet
photo
is
of.
so dirty. Man.
I would never do that. This is a photo of me, Tom, Demi, JF, and Stefan. No, I'm just kidding. This is from the Keith Chegwin TV show, which was called Naked Jungle.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So we've got an image here of Keith Chegwin, who was he was a presenter, right? I don't know, maybe he still is.
Sorry.
Cheggers, as he would be called.
Yeah.
Who I am pleased to see is naked in front of the 5 people behind him are all similarly naked, looking sort of mostly looking excited to be on this Naked Jungle show.
Yeah. They're all looking lovely. This was it was made by the same people who made Jungle Run. And
Oh,
it's-
really?
Yes. And it's
Did they like use the same set and stuff?
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. That is fresh from Wikipedia. It was made by the same producers as the children's game show Jungle Run and used the same set as well as the same format, apart from having individual winners instead of a winning team. So it's the same show as Jungle Run, except they're adult and nude.
Jungle Run was one of my favorite shows as a kid. It was like a Wipeout type of deal, but it was set in a jungle, and it was lots of just lots of children playing little games, and it makes
With
me feel quite
clothes.
unhappy to be like they're playing them on the. I mean, hopefully they gave the sets a good scrub after the kids came in, because that's it's just crazy to think about.
When they pitched, like, we want to do an adult version of that, like, each producer had a different idea of what that meant.
Yes.
And they're like, okay, we'll just combine them.
We'll just do it all. Yeah. I do think it's funny that the prize was only £5,000.
What year was this? You remember?
This was the year 2000. So it's, what's that now? Ooh, maybe £8,000.
Hey, it's more than you get on Come Dine With Me, right?
Well, yeah, but you are naked. Is the
So
thing.
that's what being naked is worth. It's 5 times as much. If
And
they
you
did
don't-
Come Dine With Me naked, they would
Yeah,
be getting
yeah.
5K.
I like that they're all wearing armbands. That's the one
Yeah.
thing they're wearing is an
Oh
armband.
yeah.
Oh, I suppose that's to denote something. Perhaps
You don't have shirts, so you can't
Yeah,
have like
exactly,
a team
yeah.
shirt.
Yeah, I do need to read from okay. This was on Channel 5, which in the year 2000 was pretty new. I mean, I think Channel 5 was like 99 or something, right, Charlotte? I remember it being a big deal when we got the 5th channel.
I remember it coming and like being like, "Oh, we're getting a new channel," being alive for that.
we got the 5th channel.
That's crazy.
Well, look, it was the 5th terrestrial channel. Like, there was Sky and, like, the equivalent of cable or whatever, but it was the 5th channel that everyone could get by having a telly. So it says...
does this just real quick? Does this must predate like Naked and Afraid, right? Because that's
Yeah, big time.
I feel like Naked and Afraid, I guess, as the Americans, we were just like, we got to add fear to this. That's the one thing missing is that
Yeah.
no one is afraid. They're all too comfortable in the
Right.
jungle.
Right.
Yes, yeah, it's actually a really horrible phrase to think about, naked and afraid.
Naked
but,
and Afraid, yeah.
This one, in Naked and Afraid, the nudity is censored. In Jungle Run and in many other, sorry, not Jungle Run, Naked Jungle. I was
In
reading,
Naked Jungle.
yes, in Naked Jungle, only in Naked Jungle, the nudity is not censored. It was on at 11 p.m. So they could do what they want, which brings me to this question of, is there more nudity on British television? Yes, there is. And you can do quite a fucking lot of nudity, especially after the watershed. Charlotte, do you have memories of the watershed?
Oh yeah, no, I do have many memories of the watershed. God, I mean, I'm having a flashback to watching some surgery on like live TV. I think the important thing I want to say about a lot of this is that like a lot of this nudity was not sexual.
Yeah.
No, and that's actually important that it
Yeah.
not be sexualized. And it can be somewhat sexualized after the watershed, but there are like very specific rules about like types of nudity. And I should say also, the one thing you can't show is an erect penis.
Okay.
You
So they
cannot
don't
show
Wet
Yeah.
pussy, you can show that, baby.
Yeah, I remember watching a program on Channel 4 at like 11 p.m. that was about like people getting surgery on their pussies to make them like, more cosmetically enhanced or whatever. And I was like 12 and I was like, I don't think that's good.
No, I full on
is this
just
a
now.
society I'm growing into?
I had not thought about this in a long time. I full
Yeah.
on watched a trans woman get bottom surgery on TV
Yep.
once. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of shows that I think would be really crazy to Americans. I'm going to read some of the names of them. This is from a BuzzFeed listicle from 2020. Let's start here with Embarrassing Bodies, which is an insane name.
I unfortunately did really like Embarrassing Bodies.
Insane name for something that I think is not necessarily insane in practice, which is that they had a GP doing medicine on TV, and a lot of the time they would be like, all right, oh hello, I've got a lump on my fanny, and they go, all right, get your knickers off then and we'll have a look at the lump on your fanny, and then they have a look and they're like, yeah, it's a lump in it. It's
I remember just thinking, why would anyone go on this show?
right. I don't.
Yeah.
Being fascinated to see everything, honestly.
Yeah.
Like learning
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot as I'm watching it.
It just feels like a cruel premise for a show. It's like
Yes.
already embarrassing enough to go to the doctor and talk about the like lump you have, and then they're like, let's broadcast this to children.
Truly don't understand how or why. And it was on at like 7 p.m. is the thing. It was like on during dinner time. And someone would be on there being like, can you please check out this, like, you know, festering wound I have right inside my anus or whatever. So that's kind of crazy. What else we got here? We got something called The Naked Office, which I never saw, but it appears to be a reality show. Here we are. Each episode featured a struggling business seeking help from an expert named Seven Sufi, who challenged staff members to do their jobs completely naked. Why?
Why?
Why? And I'll get to this in a minute. This question of why. There was also Dawn Gets Naked. Do you remember Dawn Gets Naked? Dawn O'Porter.
I feel like I do remember Dawn Gets Naked.
Yes.
I don't remember many details of it, but the name rings a bell.
Okay, so I remember this specifically because there was a very funny episode of Charlie Brooker's Screen Wipe where he talked about Dawn O'Porter's series where she does a bunch of crazy shit, and he did a sort of parody where it was getting a bunch of men to piss. It's very similar to the thing that you're talking about, but it was instead it was getting they had his wife who he met doing this episode of the show. What's her name from Blue Peter?
Connie Huck?
Connie Huck, that's it. This children's TV host coming in and doing a sort of parody version of one of these shows where it was about empowering men who are shy pissers to what is it? Piss up a wall or something? Piss in a field?
Something like that. And didn't she have like a shiwi or something so that she could join in with them? Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. Anyway, so I remember this because it was
beautiful.
just Dawn O'Porter on like a bus with a bunch of other women with their tits out. That was it.
That was like a lot of it being reality TV as well.
Yeah. There was the Gok Wan show, How to Look Good Naked, which was also insane. He was showing clips from that in that episode of Charlie Brooker as well, which is like this fashion guru getting a bunch of women to take their clothes off and then being like, why don't you think you're beautiful? You're beautiful. What is wrong with you? Hey, what's wrong with you? You need to think you're beautiful. You need to tell me that you think you're beautiful right now. So, feeling self-conscious, are we? Weird. Why would you feel self-conscious? It was just a completely insane thing
That's
for these
awesome.
poor women
it's
to
like
do.
the horniest version of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
straight
exactly.
eye
Yes,
for
truly.
the naked woman.
Yes. Male gaze, we're calling it. Yeah. And then, of course, the one that I think a lot of people here in the US would know about, Naked Attraction, which I believe is now available on like HBO Max or something, which I think is very funny. But it's a game show in which I think it starts at the feet. There's like a bunch of different contestants who are they all men? Or I think it's men and women, right? And it starts at the feet, and then it slowly, the person who is like, there's like one person in the middle looking at a row of people, and you're slowly seeing more of their bodies, and you say, yeah, I'd like to shag him. Oh, I'd like to shag him. And you're straight up seeing their penises.
Well, yeah, that was a big part of it. It's just waiting for it to
Unerect.
get to the genitals.
To the bums and penises and so on. Titties. Which is that one is to me one of the most sort of like dystopian kind of, well, maybe not dystopian, but like depressing of the formats, because it's just so, I don't know, what is the word?
No, I think dystopian is right. It feels like something that would be on the TV after the watershed in like the Hunger Games land, you know?
I was going to say Paul Verhoeven. It's a bit Verhoeven, isn't it? This is on TV in RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah, really strange.
Do you like these genitals?
Yeah, basically, exactly. Would
Yeah.
you suck this? Yeah.
I guess like I didn't know that there was that much nudity. I really, but it sounds like the big difference really is not the amount of it. It's just that it's all reality, right? Because like in the U.S. we have a lot of nudity on TV, but it's porn. It's basically it's
Right.
like famous people we make mush together with beautiful cameras. It's
Yeah,
not
or it's
just
Sex
like
and the
your
City.
neighbor or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get titties and stuff in like The Sopranos on HBO,
Yeah.
and Sex and the City and Game of Thrones and stuff like that. But yeah, it's all actors.
Growing up, my dad and I used to watch every episode together of Spartacus, Blood and Sand, which was like Rome, but like pornography basically, and we would always try to bet on how many penises we'd see in the show
Yeah.
together, which
Yeah.
I later found out was is beloved in the gay community.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Spartacus, Blood and Sand. I'd watch it with my father.
I'm looking up pictures of Naked and Afraid because I want to know, because my gut tells me, because of the difference between British TV and American TV, I bet the people on Naked and Afraid are way hotter than the equivalent people on, for example, Embarrassing
Yeah,
Bodies.
I would back that hypothesis as well, because it does feel like a lot of British TV nudity is just you're seeing a lot of normal bodies, which is
Yep.
why I am sort of like pro the whole thing, sort of
Yeah.
generally. Like I'm not I guess it's just like it's some of it feels pretty exploitative for sure.
Sure.
But I also do feel like if you're comfortable just putting your body out there, like it's going to be nice to see lots of different types of bodies on television as opposed to just the hot naked people.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I do think that, like, it's exploitative in the way that reality television is exploitative.
Yeah.
And there are many ways for reality television to be exploitative, or even more exploitative than a naked version without any nudity at all, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of fucked up stuff that happens on reality TV. So yeah, I'm with you on that. I do think that, like, the premise is interesting for, presumably this is an American emailing us saying, you know, you guys seem to have more nudity on TV. I actually think it's kind of backwards, and America is sort of the exception, because like Europe, they're going absolutely fucking crazy with the stuff they have on TV.
Mhm.
Do you remember Eurotrash, Charlotte?
I don't really remember Eurotrash, no.
So that was a British TV show, I think, but it was lots of like clips of just Europeans doing all kinds of fucking stuff, you know, pissing on each other and stuff, you know, like, I'm making this up actually, because I don't really remember. I wasn't allowed to watch it, but it was stuff like, hey, this is a lady who fucks a horse or whatever.
This is Libby's memories of Europe. She's been gone too long. They
Libby's
fuck horses and
memories
of
piss on
Europe.
each other.
But none of that feels as perverted as some like fucking TV executive being like, "But what if we make everyone in the office
100.
naked?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that
yeah,
doesn't. Why?
Which I think speaks to Britain's role in Europe as the sort of America of Europe, as just being like, you know, the nastiest and most sort of evil part of Europe. But no, I do think that there, you know, I was kind of curious to read about like when there are complaints about these shows, because I remember it was sort of a joke to me, like, oh, we're going to get complaints from Ofcom about this, you know, about Ofcom. Ofcom, I don't remember what it stands for, but it's like the body that governs what you can do and say on TV in the UK. And if a show got like a lot of complaints to Ofcom, it would be like, you know, 27 or something.
Yeah.
But that could still affect what, you know, the BBC or Channel 4 or whoever would do. There's a whole road we could go down with like people like Mary Whitehouse, who was this horrible bitch who was a huge homophobe and like sort of anti-sex, anti-violence, anti-anything good on television campaigner in the 60s, 70s, 80s. And there was like a sort of almost like Reaganish, like kind of backlash to stuff like that on TV in the UK.
Right.
So it's not that we're not conservative in the ways that America is conservative. We are for sure. But I do think in general, it's probably good to not have people be quite so prudish about parts of the human body, especially,
Yeah.
I'll say, tits.
I just don't think it's a good idea for a TV show.
No,
Just watching someone
naked
fax
attraction is
something
evil.
or
Yeah.
whatever. It just seems boring to me.
Yeah. I can't really defend Naked Office.
I don't know why I'm obsessed with Naked Office, but did it come out before or after Ricky Gervais's The Office? That's what I want to know. I want to know if Ricky Gervais was like, I've got a great idea.
It was after, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Although that is a funny idea. Although that does remind me of a very funny porno that Brendan sent me once. Probably shouldn't say it was Brendan, but it was that someone sent me once. And it was a really funny, it's like shockingly pitch perfect porn parody of the UK Office, and the guy who was playing David Brent was actually doing a really good David Brent impression in a way where I was like, you didn't have to go so hard. That was
okay. That's what we're doing for the finest this week, Libby. We'll watch that together. We're watching the Porn Office. Sorted.
I just say, sending someone a funny porn video you saw is so vulnerable. That's brave.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I've seen funny porn where I've been like, I want to send this to someone, but I don't want to send a text to my friend being like, guess who's jacking up?
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's-
okay, they start putting together sort of like the pieces of what Google searches you were doing to get here, and that tells them too much about you.
It's like you send them the screenshot and it's still got your search in the search bar, and it's like horse fucking a bar of soap, real.
Oh my god! One time, my friend found this porn that the guy in it sounded so much like our friend. Like, I know it doesn't sound real, but I sounded exactly like our friend Josh. And at this party, we were at this party with like 100 people at a house party, and we made everyone at the party with headphones on listen to the porn, and then they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I guess it's funny," and then my friend Josh would be like, "It doesn't sound like me," and they'd start laughing so hard. It was awesome.
Oh my god, that's really good. Yeah, I mean, that brings me back to the cherished days of like being, I don't know, maybe like 16, 17 and reading on something awful about like the crazy porn, like Edward Penis Hands and stuff like that, and getting to show your friends that stuff. I mean, what a great time that was. And you know, kids today just don't know about that stuff, do they?
Now I know you're into it, Libby. You're going to be getting so much porn from me. Just
Yeah, no problem.
let's say that.
No poop, just porn.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
Exactly, yeah. Well, anyway, I think that's basically covered it. Yes, we do have more pussy and tits and stuff, and that's good. Is my general opinion, and actually I think it's a chance for Americans to take a look at themselves and wonder, why are we so buttoned up about stuff?
Yeah.
And wouldn't it be better if we could see someone's nasty rotten hole on TV? I mean, here's the thing: is like, do I want to smash together this British concept of having more normal nudity on TV and American reality TV like 1,000 Pound Sisters or fucking like Hoarders or Storage Wars or whatever? It's like, is it better if it's Naked Storage Wars? Definitely not.
Naked Storage Wars is pretty
Naked
cool.
but they would be so vulnerable.
They would be so
and that
vulnerable.
that would be.
That's
I don't
the thing
know.
is, they're just adding naked to things. Like, I don't want Forged and Fire naked. Does it make it better? Maybe, I don't know.
Naked Bake Off.
Naked Bake Off.
Naked Bake Off.
That would be lovely. Everyone's still just sort of sweet and lovely, but they're also just. I would watch a lot of. I'm sorry. I know it's a bad idea to just add naked to stuff, but also my primal sort of instinct is like, but I would like to see it.
Yeah.
What about Naked Love is Blind, where they can't see each other, but the audience can see their whole bodies? Strip away one more
That's
layer.
the emotional reveal at the end. It's just like looking straight to the dick. All right, well, let's move from big penises to big clocks, shall we? It's time to talk about our main topic today, which is Big Ben. Jeremy,
big
is there a
cocks to big
particular reason
clocks.
that you?
I know. I don't know why she left that on the table though.
Because I'm stupid is why.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because I'm stupid. I didn't notice it.
I guess.
Oh God. Oh
You
well.
fucked it. You
now I'm
fucked
gonna
it.
feel I'm tired. I've decided just like
caught my tiredness.
I've caught your tiredness exactly. Big clocks, big cocks. I've said it now, so it's fine. Jeremy, why did you want to talk about Big Ben?
I believe I wanted to talk about whales, actually. But...
And we did a little bit. Did you not notice? We tried.
Sorry, Jeremy.
No, I'm just joking. Big Ben is funny. I don't know. It's funny that it's like a national symbol, right? I really don't know anything about it other than that it's like, if you Google like UK clip art, I imagine you'd find a drawing
Yes.
of Big Ben.
Yes.
Do people like Big Ben in the UK, or is it like the Eiffel Tower where they've gotten used to it or whatever? Some
Yeah,
people
I
in
think we
Paris,
do.
They didn't like the Eiffel Tower when it first started up, right? When they first made it.
No, I think we love Big Ben. I think we all want to
Okay.
kiss Big Ben. I mean, look, speaking for myself personally. Oh, cat!
My
yeah,
cat
there is a
has
cat.
arrived.
If you
Cat
subscribe to the
Milo has
video
shown
tier,
up.
you can see cat. This is wonderful.
Kitty!
Kitty.
It's a
Hello.
tuxedo like my kitty.
He is a tuxedo
Yeah,
cat. He's got
that's
one
nice.
lung. He's
Oh.
got a bad eye.
Milo!
Sort of just a
Baby.
bag of bones.
Milo, I will breathe for you. Oh, so nice.
He's what we call a lemon of a cat, but we love him all the same.
I adore him. I would do anything for him. Yeah, no, we love Big Ben.
I think we love Big Ben.
Yeah.
I lived in London for quite a long time. I do remember. I don't think I was like avoiding Big Ben, sort of like because we had beef or anything.
You're at a party and like, oh god, Big Ben's here. Let's go.
Oh no, not Big Ben again.
Yeah.
But it is like it's it's one of the busiest areas of
Yeah,
London, and it's an area that is not really like set up for tourists to like go and hang out there. Like they are just like next to a bridge in a busy road, so it
Yeah.
gets quite crowded like right underneath the thing. But I do have memories of being like, I wonder what time it is, and then looking up at Big Ben and seeing the time and
That's
continuing
beautiful.
on my day.
Now that's nice.
Isn't that and hearing the bells as well,
Yep.
and being like, okay, now and like listening to it and being like, okay, it is 3:00 because Big Ben told me it's 3:00. So I like that, you know.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, look, I didn't ever live in London or grow up in London, but there was a church in my village that had the bells that would chime and go. It wouldn't do the bing bong because Big Ben has copyright on bing bong.
Mm-hmm.
But it would do its own little chimes, and it's nice to hear the bells ringing throughout the village to tell you it's 7:00 or whatever, like it would have done. I don't know, fucking 500 years ago or something. That's kind of cool, you know? The bonging of 500 years.
Yeah, but we have bells in America too. I
No,
mean,
you
if it's
don't.
not
No,
big-
it's not the same.
We've got the bells.
You've only got the Liberty Bell and it's got a crack in it.
It's got
That's
a
right, it's
big
broken.
crack in it,
Yeah.
much like Big Ben does. Did you know this?
I did not know this.
No?
Did you not? The Big Ben. So I have to start this by saying the thing that I remember saying hundreds of times to sort of like overseas visitors when we were like, here's the tour of London.
Yeah.
Big Ben, everyone's like, it's the tower, but it's in fact the bell, right?
Yes,
it's the
of
main.
course.
It's the main bell,
Yes.
which I think is
The most annoying fact in the world?
It's a really annoying thing to say, I think, because it's not. I know, like, technically, for a long time it was called the Tower, and then they renamed it to the Elizabeth Tower. But like everybody calls it Big Ben to the point of, if you go on the Wikipedia page for this, the title will be Big Ben. And
Yeah.
then they'll
Is there-
and every book about this will be like, we'll start by saying Big Ben. Actually, the name of it is actually the bell, but like at a certain point, everyone's fucking calling the whole thing Big Ben, so it is. You know,
The thing is named what it's called by everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does the tower have its own name? Is it like Tall Tony or something?
Tall Tony would be great. I would love to petition it to be called Tall Tony
Tall
with Big Ben in
Tony.
it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's called the Elizabeth Tower these
Oh,
days.
okay. Well, it's
it
also
was-
got a name though.
Yes. It's it's got a crack in it. Okay, so this is Charlotte's fun history about the bell Big Ben.
Sure.
Because my discovery was what happened is they were bringing the bell over before the tower was completely ready to take the bell, because it was so big. So they put it on display for a bit, and they were just testing it out, and they used a hammer that was a little too big, and so
That is
similar
so funny.
similar to the Liberty Bell, it got a huge fucking crack in it, and they were like, "Fuck."
Why are they cracking so many bells?
I don't.
This is what
I
people
think-
did before telly. Is just like, do you want to go crack the bell? Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah.
Why can't they fix them?
Yeah.
What's
Well,
going on with that?
He-
Smelt
his-
it.
Here's the thing. This is exactly what they did. They had Big Ben 1, the bell. They broke it with a big hammer, and they were like, "Fuck, we've ruined the bell." They broke it up, took it to be recast into a new bell, brought it up to the top of the tower, and then once again used a hammer that was too big and cracked it again.
Why? Oh my god, they're so stupid. I wouldn't have done that.
No. And my understanding is that they shouldn't have done that, and that they should have known better.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would simply use the appropriate size hammer for my bell, but you do you, 19th century Londoners.
But like, it's really tempting to be like, we got this huge fucking bell. I also want to use a huge fucking
biggest hammer we
Big
can find.
hammer.
and make it like as loud as it can be, because that's
Yeah.
just kind of cool. But yeah, it still has the recast version that has the crack in it. The crack is still there. They did their best to sort of like fix it up, but they didn't like completely fix it. They just sort of turned the bell around so it would hit a different side and not continue the crack. And it's been there ever since. And now it's gotten to the point where it's like it affects the sound of the bell.
Yeah.
And so it's not really going to sound like Big Ben if they fill in the crack. So it's just there. And that's the way it is.
Oh,
Is there someone who still is physically hitting the bell? It's not just an automated thing anymore?
No, it's they got computer to hit the bell now, I think.
No.
They don't
Damn.
have computer to hit the bell. No.
They have
There's a guy?
it's an electric motor, right?
They have a motor.
Okay.
So there is a little bit of electric. I guess
It
I
should be
watched
a
like a
guy.
fuck ton of documentaries about Big Ben in preparation for this episode. They haven't. But it is mostly like using gravity, like using weights that they do have to
The
wind up.
pennies.
Yes, we need to talk about the pennies, as well.
Yeah.
So I believe they have like two of the weights I think are lifted up by an electric motor, but then one of them is still lifted up by a person.
That's
And
crazy.
then
They shouldn't
because,
do that.
Yeah, because it's just so old. I guess I don't know. They probably should update that, but
Do it all with computer, if you ask me. Don't
I
have a bloke
disagree.
doing that.
I think it should be a series of 1,000-year-old men who live in the tower, whose only job is to hit the bell.
Yeah.
I do like that. I like that with Big Ben that we are, even though it's still broken, we're still hitting it. Because I did find out about the Liberty Bell, because they have like a knocking of the bell, sort of like as a ceremonial thing now.
Yeah.
And I watched a video of it, and what they do is they just sort of mime hitting the bell with a hammer and then play the sound of a bell. I guess because the Liberty Bell is like so fucked up that they don't want to break it, but also I'm like, just fucking hit your bell.
They can't even turn it around to hide the crack, you know?
I know.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
Philadelphians, man. I'm
Yeah.
not afraid to insult them.
Yeah.
These bozos.
Yeah. Say it. I mean, I won't, but you
No.
go right ahead.
It's my version of Wales where I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
if I want to insult Philly.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think it would be a nice thing if, look, I support people having jobs that are essentially not really jobs but getting paid a lot to do them. So I think it would be cool if there was like a team of like 6 guys whose job it was to ring the bell every day, and they each got paid like £100,000
Yes.
or something.
Yes.
Like that's great. I love that. But if I'm being honest, it does seem like the sort of thing that you could have machine do. Hit big
I think
bell.
they're just too attached to. I mean, the thing is, it still works, right? They made it such a long time ago. I do think the pennies thing is kind of crazy though, because it's still the time. It's in the same way, just like a normal like on a pendulum clock, right? It just basically works in the same way to keep time. It's just a pendulum. But because it's old and it's like pretty good at keeping time, but because it's old, like the weather can affect it. So what they do is they will adjust the weight of the pendulum by putting just pennies, just
so cool.
on top of it.
Old pennies too, not now pennies, but old pennies
Yes,
from before the decimal system, which we need to talk about on the show at some point. The fact that in my mother's lifetime they had shillings and farthings and halfpennies and shit like that. I
When
know.
did they swap over to
60s, I think.
60s?
Yeah,
Really?
I know.
Oh.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm showing a little image on the video of the pendulum with the pennies on it.
What if one fell off?
What if one fell off? If one fell off, then I believe, if I remember this correctly, if one fell off, I don't know in which direction, but after a day, it would like be 1.4 seconds faster or slower.
That's too much.
What if one fell off is the title of my Gen Z philosophy book, by the way. What if one fell off?
What if one fell off?
What if one fell off? Yeah, that's good. The Queen does Gen Z philosophy. 'Cause the thing is, she was always saying one instead of me or
Yes.
we.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, she loved doing that. She loved doing that. Charlotte, have you read the supposed words of the chime that it does? The bing bong, bing bong.
I know about the chime because there's Big Ben in there, and then there's 4 little bells, and they do their little song before Big Ben gets bong. What's the thing?
Well, so this is on a plaque in the wall of the room that contains Big Ben the Bell, and it says it comes from. So the tune itself comes from Handel's Messiah, and then the words are allegedly all through this hour, Lord. I'm going to do it. Actually, I'm going to sing it to the chime.
Okay.
All through this hour, Lord, be my guide, and by thy power. And now this is the crazy part. No foot shall slide.
Ooh.
No foot shall slide.
That's
That's what the bell's saying?
Yeah, if you're British, you can hear it. It's
Okay,
you
okay.
need the eye, you need the ear.
got
I
it.
mean, to
It's
hear.
like Polar Express when the adults can't hear Santa Claus's.
Yes,
sleigh
exactly.
or
We can
whatever.
hear the bell going. No foot shall slide. Bong. Is that weird?
That is weird. I mean, but then also we're weird, aren't we? We would have some old weird shit like that.
We would be mentioning feet in our Big Ben chimes, wouldn't we?
Yes, we would be doing that.
Yeah,
It should change. It should be different every day.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in New York, we have the Empire State Building, and they light it up for like different holidays. In London, the bell should say like "Merry Christmas." You should be
Okay,
allowed to
but-
like hire it to say like "Happy Birthday" to your wife or whatever.
Right, but then it would quickly become like like Saudi Arabia has bought the rights to saying Big Ben, go to the line, it's nice city or whatever.
Big Ben is now on Cameo, basically. It's just going off all the time,
Okay.
just doing birthday requests.
That is such a fucking good idea for the Cameo. Is you do like one of those Snapchat filters that makes you look like Big Ben, and then you just have people pay you to say different stuff as Big Ben. Happy birthday, sales team at Mr. Office Place.
At the Naked Office.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show actually does offend me as someone who works at the real Naked Office.
Sure.
That's my
Yeah,
day
exactly.
job.
Yeah. No, and you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Libby, when you were doing research for this, you didn't happen to come across the BBC archive video from Blue Peter, did you?
In fucking sane video.
Yes. So I did I made like a little cut down version of this. So
Oh my
that
God, thank you so much.
We could watch some of this together. First off, I do need to say, Jeremy, are you familiar at all with what Blue Peter is?
No, and I
No?
was very disappointed to see that he is not blue when you
He's not blue.
It's our blue man.
I was so
just one
excited
guy.
to see a blue man.
I'll admit I don't know who this is. He is a Blue Peter presenter. Yeah, it's a kids show. I mean, I remember watching it, and they would have like a musical performance at the end. I remember watching Sum 41 on Blue Peter and thinking this is probably a bit rich for the blood of Blue Peter.
Yeah.
Because they're very nice. They've got you have their little Blue Peter badges. You know, that's a big part of it. They have the Blue Peter pets on the studio as well,
Yeah,
which
just
is why.
cats and dogs roaming around.
Yep, that's a big part of it. It's just like a children's like magazine style show where they'll go off and do little reports and then do like there's a little bit of cooking on the show
Sure,
now,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But
Very
this video,
unbuttoned shirt for children's show, by the way.
Oh,
Unbelievably
Most of this
unbuttoned.
no,
The
children's
he's
fits? The fits in this video are crazy.
yes. There's some really good fits in this.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know if I might have cut some stuff out of this that you would be wanting to talk about, Libby. But we
find out.
we can pause as we go. But this is the Blue Peter presenter here. He's going off to clean the clock face of Big Ben.
Yeah.
And this is in 1980, I believe.
It's the most famous clock in the world, Big Ben, and one of our greatest tourist attractions. But a couple of weeks ago, I got a closer than usual view of it when I went to wash its face. Cleaning the
Just
face.
really quick, I really like that he says, "I went to wash its face."
I went to wash its face.
I went to
so
wash its
nice.
face.
I
Isn't that
adore this
good?
guy. Just to be clear, I hope he's not done something bad because he is rocketed to my.
As a British children's
stop,
presenter
stop.
done something bad?
No,
Or-
stop.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know.
That doesn't sound
I don't know
right.
anything about the place, so I don't know.
No. And I think in the 28 years later, the Bone Temple, I think they were just wearing like really funny outfits.
Yeah, it's just weird. Why were they wearing those? Why were they wearing those?
I did have to have someone explain what that joke was to me. I mean, obviously I know who he is, but like I did not even pick up. I was like, what are they, like sprinkles? Like, what is the bit here?
Yeah.
I did not connect the two.
You truly would, even if you've heard of Jimmy Savile, you wouldn't connect the two if you weren't British, I think. It would be crazy.
All right, let's keep watching.
Cleaning the face of Big Ben for the 5th time in 15 years was Reg.
Reg!
Hotel.
The t-shirt, the white t-shirt with the red letters that say Reg on it, because this
That's
is
awesome.
Reg.
He's Reg. Yeah, my favorite part of the video is still to come though.
This is Terry and Terry.
What's Terry? And Terry?
Oh,
Terry
hell
and
yeah.
Terry!
So the team here
That's
cleaning
awesome.
cleaning the clock is Reg, who has a t-shirt that says Reg on it, and then two guys, Terry and Terry, who look very similar except one of them has a beard,
Yeah.
and they both also have it's the fucking Vote for Pedro shirt, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. Oh, shit, it is.
But it's just Terry and Terry. Which does also remind me of that one time I was in a band that had two managers named Dave.
Yeah. And there wasn't there Mean Dave and Nice Dave?
Mean Dave and Smiley Dave.
Smiley Dave,
No,
that's
sorry,
right.
it was Bold Dave and Smiley
Bald
Dave.
Dave. And Bald Dave is evil.
Yes. I mean, ultimately they were both evil, but one of
Right.
one of them was playing good cop.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Not very big, is it?
Well, it's big enough for you, I think.
Do I wear a harness as well?
Well, you no need to. It's quite safe.
Quite safe.
I wasn't the only one to go over the side. The Blue Peter cameraman, Butch Calderwood, went down too.
Keep going.
Can you describe the mechanism here, Jeremy? Do you want to have a go at describing the mechanism that is in place here for him
I would
to?
say it's roughly 2 ropes.
Well, now, there's also a piece of wood.
And then they like, what are they setting down like the oldest camera I've ever seen? I recently rewatched Free Solo, which is like the rock climbing documentary about Alex Honnold, and a lot of that is also like guys on cliffs but holding huge cameras. But it's very funny to see the like, I don't know, 50s version of that where it's like there's no safety at all.
Again, this is the 80s,
No,
so
this
you
is
really would
1980.
but you would think maybe they would know better at this point to like send a Blue Peter presenter over like the side of this really tall building with no harness, and it's just
I should say that's on me for trying to figure out the time period based on British haircuts.
I'm, like, given the setup here, completely fair to be like, yeah, this is the 50s. Yeah.
Well, right, because it does sort of feel like you say, Charlotte, like maybe by 1980 we had figured out like harness. Because this is not a harness. This is a swing. This is a child's swing.
This is like
through.
This is like I'm going to my friend's house and they have a swing attached to the tree and it's been there for 100 years.
Yeah,
It might as well be a tire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Keep going. Every 6 inches.
Oh, look at the speed this boy's attaining now.
Yeah.
The speed.
He's so brave,
Insanely brave.
unnecessarily brave.
My word. Time for lunch.
Time for lunch.
It's time
That's
for lunch.
crazy.
It is. So the whole video is like 6 minutes long. I would recommend the listeners seeking it out on the like the BBC archive. It ruined my day watching this video, like because I was like, I've never been. I don't think I could watch like Free Solo because just watching like this clip from Blue Peter. I was like, fucking hell. Just they do obviously they use harnesses and shit now.
It is so humiliating trying to earn a living in the entertainment industry. That this is the shit you have to do.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, just devastating to think about what that would be like to fall off Big Ben. I don't really like to think about that because it's very high up, Charlotte, as we know.
Yes.
Hundreds of feet.
Off of it? Is it like a place where people are falling?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to Google that. Has anyone fell off Big Ben?
I mean, in New York, we have like they built this giant, ugly structure in Hudson Yards that has been almost exclusively used for suicide.
Yeah, I don't think
Yes.
people are like not a lot of people are allowed up there. Like it's not like a tourist sort of like you can go up Big Ben and have a look around type of deal. There have been a bunch of people.
You can go up, right?
Yeah, Tower of London. Although,
Tower of
that's-
London's pathetic, honestly.
Yeah,
Compared to Big Ben, it's nothing.
You can look at the crowd and shit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
No one
mean,
has died off Big Ben.
Okay.
Like you say, Charlotte, most people aren't going up there. So anyone who is going up there is usually not a Blue Peter presenter in trainers. It's like a guy whose job it is to go up to Big Ben.
Right.
Yes,
And you can tell because their shirt says their name on it.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
it says Reg on it. So you're like, well, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's Reg.
That's Reg, so we're not worried about that. Yeah, there have been people, like I think Greenpeace has done it a couple of times where they've just sent people up Big Ben to do protests.
Yeah,
there was another
yeah.
guy who did it recently.
Yes.
But yeah, that's the reason people are going up there. Official business or because they're like Free Palestine. That's basically it.
That's
Right.
an interesting place to do a protest at the top of Big Ben.
Yeah, look, it's extremely visible. Because like Charlotte says, people are looking at it to see what the fucking time is, and to
Yeah.
go, oh, there's Big Ben. I will say, I love Big Ben. I still harbor a childlike wonder and joy at Big Ben. I remember being a kid, going to London to see my aunt, and coming back and seeing Big Ben out of the window of the car and going, that's Big Ben, and just being yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was so just blown away by how cool it is, and still looking at it, I'm like, yep, that's a good clock tower.
If
That's
it's like
awesome.
the main like landmark of the UK,
Yeah.
right? I think it's better than the Empire State Building to me.
Yeah, what do we have? A Statue of Liberty, maybe? It's pretty small.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, everything that America has that's like that, just I don't know, man. It all feels a bit. If you come from somewhere that's really old, it all feels a bit like, oh, honey, and that's
No, I agree.
Big Ben isn't even that old, but it's just because it's set in the context of a country where everything is so fucking like Mount
We used to have
Rushmore or
these-
whatever, chuggy as fuck.
Oh, well, Mount Rushmore also is like a
Evil,
desecrated mountain or whatever. We used to have these two really cool towers in New York that I don't know what happened to them, but those were our Big Bens, really.
Oh, the
for
Big
a long
Bens.
time.
Yeah.
And every time you'd go past them in the car when you were a kid, you'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, yay!
Those are my lovely towers. I
Yeah.
was in
Man.
the Twin Towers like September 7th, 2001 or something. So
Oh!
it's true.
Holy
Phew.
shit.
Just kind of looking around.
Yeah. Just making some final arrangements.
Yeah.
That was a child.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a 10-year-old. Yeah. Well, Charlotte, do you want to say what Big Ben is on our scale?
Yeah, I think we should rank Big Ben. I mean, listen, there's not a whole lot to Big Ben ultimately. It's a big tower and there's a big bell in it. What you gonna do?
Charlotte's trying to get herself killed by the British monarchy right now.
This is the bit. Well, this is the thing I say before I say I really like Big Ben. So
Yeah.
it's a fucking huge bell. I mean, I think the tower sort of looks nice. I'm not like a huge fan of the House of Commons it's attached to. But I mean, it's nice. It's just a big fucking clock. It goes bing bong.
It's just guilt
you
by
know?
association, Charlotte.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Big Ben is not responsible for the crimes of our members of parliament and the British Empire, I will say.
But I mean, yeah, let's rank Big Ben. So we rank it on our British supermarket themed tier list, with S tier being Waitrose tier. A is Marks and Spencer's. B is Sainsbury's. C is Tesco. D is Morrison's. E is Asda, and F is Iceland. Libby, do you want to start? Where are you going to put Big Ben?
Yeah, I initially was thinking I went into this thinking, obviously I'm going to put it in Waitrose because I love Big Ben and I'm still 3 and in my mummy's car and seeing it out of the window and going, yay, Big Ben. However, thinking about it, you are right, it's just a big bell. And it feels like it almost maybe cheapens Waitrose tier to put a big bell in Waitrose tier. I'm going to put it in Marks and Spencer because it's bloody lovely and it's good to see it. It's like, yep, there it is. Big Ben, wonderful. But ultimately it is limited by just being a bell.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think I understand that, but I still kind of want to put it in Waitrose tier personally.
And I support you.
Because it's just nice that it's a big bell. I like that we still use it, you know? They're like, you know, Jeremy, in case you didn't really get the intro to this episode, they do play it on BBC Radio 4.
And it's not a recording. Although it wasn't.
Yeah.
They're
It was a
playing it on
recording.
the radio, the bell
Yes,
itself.
they have microphones like in the tower so they can play Big Ben live on the radio before
Yes.
the news.
Yes.
That seems
and
incredibly unnecessary, but I
Yeah.
respect it.
It is crazy, and we had 4 years recently where Big Ben
Bing Ben.
Big Ben didn't bog because they were repairing it. So that
sad.
Then it was it was very sad.
He's
but-
too sad to bong.
He was just so sad thinking about all the problems we have.
Big Ben poorly.
Yeah, Big Ben poorly had to go sleep. But there's a fun fact about how if you listen to BBC Radio 4 and you hear the Big Ben bong, if you were standing at the bottom of Big Ben, but you were listening to the radio, you'd hear the radio sooner because of how fast radio waves travel.
Wow.
Compared to the speed of sound, which is crazy.
That's so crazy.
I heard
we
that
fucking
on-
love science, don't we, Libby?
We do. And I love learning everything I know about science from The Unbelievable Truth with David Mitchell on BBC Radio 4. But it's cool that I think that's cool that they record it every day and blast it out to the nation. And if you don't
too.
hear the Big Ben chimes at 6 o'clock, you know that England has fallen.
Absolutely. Jeremy, where are you going to now you know a little bit about Big Ben. Where would you like to place it?
Now that I know that Big Ben is also a podcaster, I guess I don't know. I have no association with Big Ben. So it's pretty neutral to me. But I do respect that it is like the symbol of Britain or whatever, because we really don't have that. I feel like I'm trying to think of like what ours is. It really is just like the Statue of Liberty is probably the closest.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's in fucking New Jersey, which is lame as hell.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll throw it into Sainsbury's.
Very good.
I think that's completely fair.
very
As a sign of
respectable.
respect to large Ben.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I mean, look, one thing that the Statue of Liberty has on Big Ben is that she's got feet,
That's right.
and they're
That's
out.
right.
It's pretty cool.
It's
is there a reason why it's called Ben? Did you say that? I don't remember.
We see.
Is it-
Oh, we didn't say that. I mean, I can
We're
say that.
shit.
If you have any more questions about Big
Is there a
Ben,
Ben? Is there an original Ben?
there is a Ben.
It's Ben Kingsley.
It's Benjamin Netanyahu.
He bought the naming rights. Yeah.
And since the protests,
Yeah.
Sir Benjamin Hall is who was tall. I forget he was involved in Parliament. I'm sorry, I can't remember the specifics here. He had the nickname Big Ben because he was a big guy.
Okay.
And apparently that nickname might come from a boxer called Ben Corn. But ultimately people just be calling guys who are big Ben. And so it's sort of like the old-timey equivalent of like, I think if they made Big Ben today, they would be calling it Big Boy, probably. I think it's basically the same as that. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone, please look to large adult son for the time.
Yes, my side is also a clock.
All right, let's play a little game because I mean now you know, Jeremy, that Big Ben is a bell. Wouldn't it be nice to look at some other bells in Charlotte's wonderful game called?
I hope these are beautiful women from the South.
Yes. Oh no!
I'm
it seems
so
like it's
sorry.
the other kind. Yeah.
So this is a game called Name That Bell, and you're going to be hearing the sounds of bells, and you're going to be telling me what the name of the bell is. Okay. I guess the way this will work is I'll ask one of you to go first, or you could buzz in maybe if you... Yeah, why don't you buzz in if you think you know the bell?
We'll buzz in with a bong.
That.
Yeah.
Buzz in with a bong. Yeah, that's a nice way to do it. Okay, let's hear the first bell.
Oh, bong!
Okay, Libby coming in.
That's the Taco Bell bell.
Jeremy, do you want to
I
try
don't
and
feel
steal?
like I'm gonna get any of these. I don't think I can think of a bell.
Just to be clear, this game is insane. But
I have no idea. It sounds half of the Law and Order theme.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, let's hear it one more time. That was the Taco Bell bell.
Oh wow,
that was the Taco Bell bell.
wow.
So
You gave me
Libby,
the chance to steal, but with no real actual chance.
I did, but I wanted you to have an opportunity to like say something, I guess. So,
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, Libby does get the point for that one. All right.
Nice.
Let's see what's next. Name this bell.
What the fuck?
This is from a dream I had, I think.
This is from some really scary part of Sekiro, I think.
Okay. Now, I do have clues ready. Do you guys need a clue?
Yeah, give us a clue.
I'd
Yeah.
love a clue.
The number of bongs is relevant here.
Oh,
The number of
fucking hell.
bongs is relevant. And since I already know that clue is too bad, this is an America bell.
That's
This
an
is a bell-
American bell.
This
It
is a
sounds
bell
Like
in America.
it sounds like it's an American bell from 1792.
Okay.
So it's 6, 7.
6,
Seven
7.
chimes.
6,
It's
7.
It's
Oh,
the
God.
famous 6-7
The-
bell,
That's where we get the meme from.
owned and operated by the Rizzler.
Final clue, we have talked about it today on this episode. We've talked about this bell.
Liberty Bell is the only other bell I know. I have to guess Liberty Bell.
Has to be the Liberty Bell, yes.
All right, Jeremy, you got that first. That was indeed the Liberty Bell.
Okay,
What is
That-
7 chimes?
yeah.
Number of letters in Liberty.
Stupid.
I see.
Stupid.
Okay.
It is pretty stupid.
I know 1 if
Stupid.
by land, 2 if by sea, 7 if it's liberty is the
Oh.
rhyme.
Whoa.
They should use that.
hmm
That bell sucks, I have to say.
This
it
is
is quite
again, this
broken.
is like bell broken,
Yeah.
and they're just tapping it. And
Yeah.
this is when they actually tapped the bell. And again, they don't actually tap the bell anymore. They just pretend to tap it. But that's what it sounds like when it's just a guy bonking it.
I
with
think
a
we
little
should
hammer.
lend them the sound of Big Ben to use.
I think so as well. Or I think they should just hit the Liberty Bell with a really big hammer and see what happens.
Till it smashes, yeah.
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 Let Nicolas Cage do it so we can find that treasure.
Yes.
that's,
Oh,
that's right. The little map is hidden inside or whatever.
what a great movie.
All right. Let's see. I have another one. Name this bell.
Why are these all so frightening to me?
No, I'm so scared.
I think bells are just kind of frightening.
Okay.
Okay. You will need some clues for this. Oh, but go ahead, Libby, if you
Well-
have an idea.
All I was going to say was it sounds too realistic, but it sounds also like some shit that happens in Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
They're all Souls games.
It does feel like the clock tower in Bloodborne has this bell. in
Yeah,
it,
for sure.
honestly. But yeah, no. My clue here is this is the biggest bell in the UK, and it's not Big Ben.
I'm gonna guess it's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Has that been done yet?
Biggest bell in the UK. How could there possibly be one bigger than Big? Is that just Big Ben?
I mean, I did just say it's not Big Ben.
But we both had the two worst guesses, which is
Charlotte, I think that one is the Liberty Bell.
Okay, so this one is Great Pool.
Oh,
Great
this
Paul.
cunt. Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
Great
yeah.
Pool, which is in St. Paul's Cathedral.
I think it's
there you
wrong
go.
to have a bell bigger than Big Ben.
yeah.
I think so as well. Maybe
They
they
need
can
to make
rename
Great
it.
Pool smaller.
I'm going to make workforce smaller. Okay, let's have the next
Crack
one.
it.
Let's have the next one. Name that bell.
This is like a bicycle bell or something.
No, this is from a video game. But I don't know which one.
Jeremy, any ideas?
I'm gonna guess it's the bicycle you can find in Elden Ring. I don't know, what's the name of that really red place?
Caelid.
Yes.
Okay, Lynch.
Yes.
You have to ride it to kill Rodon or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, riding a bike around Radon. That's so funny. Riding the little you know when Homer becomes a clown?
I'm on my penny farthing, going up to
Or-
Radon.
No,
Yeah.
because you know Radon's riding his horse, modding the horse to be Homer's little clown bike from The Simpsons. Someone do that for me, please.
Jeremy, I am going to give it to you because it is crazy how close you got. That is the spirit calling bell from Elden.
Oh my god!
Congratulations. And I was
Wow.
like, Livia, I was going to give it to you because you're like some shit from video game. But I mean, Jeremy, you said in
Wow.
Elden Ring. And I was like, that's.
It really helps
That's
to
yeah.
make fun of Libby's answers from the other ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Sort of blindly.
I was very, very rarely using the spirit calling bell, so
Yeah, exactly. You've basically never heard it because
Right,
this is for
right.
chumps, is to use the spirit calling
Yeah,
bell.
I'm
Yeah,
not going to know this sound. I'm not going to know the sound that makes when you die.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's like to sip a fucking flask because I do it flaskless.
All right, name that bell.
God have mercy.
Another scary bell.
Another
Yeah.
scary bell. They're all pretty scary. Name that bell. What's that bell?
God have mercy. Now, who would be... Oh, is it from Vertigo? It's from the end of Vertigo.
Oh. I
Libby?
believe it.
Yes!
Libby got it. Libby got it.
Yes!
It is it's the bell at the end of Vertigo with the nun right here. Dong dong dong. That's
Saw
right.
it in the theater last year.
Oh, well, look at that. Look at you.
Yeah.
All right. Pretty fancy.
Yeah, I'm posh as hell.
Let's have another one. Name that bell. What is that bell?
I mean, that sounds a lot like Big Ben.
These are truly all indistinguishable to me. I didn't know that I have like face blindness for bells.
I'm sorry that I was like, I thought of this and then like found enough bells.
Yeah,
know, for this
honestly, this is one of my favorite games we've ever done. I love Name That Bell. I think it's so funny.
Oh god, do you want to hear it one more time?
Yeah. That's the parliamentary bell.
And any guess? The parliamentary bell is Libby's guess, Jeremy.
I truly have nothing. I have no idea.
This is the bell from the beginning of "For Whom the Bell Tolls" from by Metallica.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
That's the first bell that you hear in that. All right, another one. Name that bell.
What?
Now, what the hell is that? Is this you buzzing in? Libby, is this you buzzing in?
Bong. That's Bell is in the telephone man, Mr. Bell, who makes the telephone call. Mr. Bell, like the company.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Thank you.
Jeremy has stolen it by knowing who it is. It was, of course, and let's hear him say it.
Alexander Graham Bell.
So I think
What was he saying?
He said,
It is
"Hear my
Alexander.
voice," which you can't because
It's
I mean
shit.
this guy needs a noise filter on his mic. Honestly, it sounds pretty shit, Alexander.
Yeah, rubbish.
All right. One more.
Okay.
Name that bell.
Oh, Charlotte, me.
You say bong. You say.
Bong.
What is it, Libby?
Springfield Elementary Bell.
Let's fucking go. I'm
Wow.
so happy I was able to find this sound isolated.
Yes.
Thank you. Shout out to the people running the Simpsons wiki or whatever, because they've got like a very long list of every sound effect that was used in every episode of The
That's
Simpsons
beautiful.
and their
to
sources.
dedicate your life to The Simpsons in that way.
Yeah. Technically, the sound of a fire bell, if you can believe it, and then they just use it as a school bell. But yeah,
Yes.
that is the one that they used in the Simpsons intro, which I think means that for Name That Bell, I think we have a draw. So there it is.
I got any of them?
How is that possible? I got so many of the bells.
I think we have a draw. You didn't quite get Alexander Graham Bell, right? You were
No,
so
yeah.
close,
No,
though.
Jeremy got
And
that.
I know you said video game, but you didn't say Elden Ring.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my brain illness has really stood in the way between me
But
and
you-
Bell victory.
I mean, listen, there were 7. Oh, no, wait. There were 8, and we have 6 total points on the board for Name That Bell.
Pretty good.
I think, honestly, you guys are pretty good.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
I like that kind of trivia game where you're like, I could potentially get absolutely fucking nothing right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then look
Yeah.
at that. You knew some stuff.
I feel
Yeah, I was
great.
able to name a bell.
And I'm
It's
sad
like
I
that
didn't.
test that you go to the doctor to check your hearing, and it's just the fucking, I don't know, Metallica bell.
Yeah,
Can you hear this bell?
he's writing down a
Exactly.
big 0 on your thing. You didn't get it.
Well, that was Name That Bell, and that was this episode of What's All This Then? That was fun. We got to talk about Big Ben and such. Jeremy, would you like to take a moment to tell the good listeners where to find you and what you're up to?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much for having me. I would love if people listen to Quorators. It is also a podcast, and you can go listen to it.
That's
It's
right.
funny stuff.
Yes. And go start with Libby's episode, because if you're listening to this,
Yeah.
then you know Libby, and so
Right.
that will be nice and familiar to you to hear.
Well, you
Libby's
know
Maybe
how-
go
voice.
to a party with one friend.
You know who else they just had on as It's Paul F. Tompkins, am I right?
We did
Oh,
have Paul
lovely.
Tompkins on. We had Brace Belden on recently, and
Awesome.
all the familiar friends from many podcasts.
From other podcasts, yes.
We're all in the trenches doing podcasts together, and so
Yes,
we've
the
all got to
hardest
go on
job
each
there
other's.
is.
Yeah, it's someone's got to do it. At the
Yeah,
end
I'd
of
like
the
to
day.
see some other fucker name a bell.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Please do write in if you were playing Name That Bell at home. If
Yeah,
you've got
yeah,
all
yeah.
of the bells, then you can stomp on Libby and Jeremy. That's the end of the show. Of course, we're on Patreon. You can support the show on Patreon if you want to. Either we're going to be doing a Postbox episode later this week, or we're going to be watching porn. I think that's where we landed on that. That's patreon.com/what's all this then for bonus episodes, video and such. Live streams occasionally too. Well, What's All This Pod on Blue Sky and on Instagram. And if you got an idea for a British thought, or you want to get in touch about all of the bells you know, the email is whatsallthispost@gmail.com. That's the end of the show. Bye-bye, everybody. Go to bed. Time to go to bed.
Night-night.
What's all this then? What's all this then? What's Mr. B? What's